out a little bit on accuracy before we wrap up the interview. Readers want to know this. We've got a lot of readers who are biohackers. They're into their data and they're searching for things on the internet like how accurate is the Muse sleep tracking, or more generally, what is the most accurate sleep tracking wearable? And as scientists, I think we immediately recognize, particularly through this discussion we've just had, that precision is actually might be far more important than accuracy in terms of what sleep stage are we in. We'll set that aside and assume that people want, when they look for accuracy, just to know which wearable is doing it the best, in a very simple way of saying it, right? There's been some science on this published by your team. For example, your science team, and you may have been a part of this, I don't remember the authorship on the conference paper, had a 2023 conference paper showing a high accuracy of 86.3% when estimating NREM and REM sleep. Just tell us a little bit about quantifying the accuracy of the Muse S device and what those two terms, NREM and REM, mean.
Sure. So NREM is non-REM, anything other than REM. And REM is rapid eye movement, that experience that you have when you're dreaming. And remember, I said it's very difficult to classify REM from wake because the brain looks essentially the same. It's just the body's not moving. So we have an 86% accuracy at classifying REM, which is incredibly high, much higher than anything else out there on the consumer market. And in fact, this wasn't us that validated it. So the Canadian Sleep Consortium uses Muse across quite a number of their studies. And so they have actually taken on the mantle of doing all of the validation of Muse. So they have run over 100 nights of co-captured Muse and proper PSG data, looking at the two side by side. And they have looked at the data that their PSG would give you. So PSG says you're in these states versus what Muse says. And they're the ones that came up with the assessment of the accuracy of Muse. And it's actually so accurate that there are over 50 sleep studies by institutions like Stanford, Harvard, etc.,